Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulation. I finally nailed it, got the whole title right on. Last one I said simulator instead of simulation, so the last one ended. The world with no clay, the world with no clay. That one ended. I ended up getting in a fight with 4 or 5 different mobs, and the one girl had half health, and she had a bow. The other one had full health and her fists. So that didn't end very well. So I thought I'm going to start a new world. I did check around, and we do have clay in here. I've got myself the basic setup here, which is the workbench, the research table, a bed, and the food table. So we are all set to go. I've got them clearing out some trees. You can see we got some wood, some stones, stuff like that. So I've got them chopping down these trees and quarrying these, and probably going to head, I would say, right here and quarry out those stones as well. So I'm letting some things kind of go. So we have Izzy, Brazy, and Chill. Myself, of course. I had to put myself in there. We are pretty close to a well. It's just over here. So we can send someone over there to be able to get that stuff for us. The research, the first things that I've done is the bow making. Did the farming because that's what it requests. Plus we need the food. That's for damn sure. So once we get stone, we're going to build another one. Crossbows and stuff like that we don't have to worry about right now. We need metal to be able to get into that. The first aid is one that I'd like to get into as well. But I think the first thing that we should probably do... where is it here? I don't think we can do it yet. So we have the veggie farm. We got 7 out of 9 stones, so the second one of those is coming, but don't know if we need that right yet. The first opportunity, I think what we should do, you can see this is where we are. We have a hospital which has 3 imps. It's a possibility. We have a minor demon and an imp. So that's something we could do. We'll get a couple pieces of wool, some bread, and some medicine. I'm wondering though if there's a way that we could find hides. If there's a place that you can find metal. See, there's one that has weapon parts, which is pretty badass. Yeah, it's all weapon parts. I'd like to know where you find the metal, or if it's just a random drop from one of the mobs. But you can see some of these are pretty holy shit. But we got 3 and 3 and 1 and 1, 1 and 1. We get 53 junk, 47 junk, and 1 and 1. We get medicine, bread, and wool. It's got 4 imps. If we all made bows, that would be something we could do. Craft. See, the composite needs the wood and the scraps, so maybe that's one other thing I should do. Oops. Is right here, create another task to search the debris in this area, and that will allow us to be able to make these composite bows. See, the whole point of this, guys, I know it's been a little frustrating over the last 5 episodes that we've consistently been dying, but thing is like you're starting to figure out what the game needs, right? So you figure, okay, I've got all the food and all this in the world, I should be able to do pretty well. Not always the case, because then you find out, holy shit, like I'm getting attacked by all these crazy mobs. How am I going to survive? Well, now you gotta, okay, I need weapons. So you start to figure out more and more about the game as you play it, which is where we're at right now at this point here. I believe we can do another farm. Put it right next door. I think Chills will build that. He's the apparently the resident builder and a bit of a weirdo as well. So we have these farms here. We're supposed to craft 2 clubs, but I'm gonna skip over that. We're gonna pause right here. We need more scraps. So who is on the duty of searching those? Search debris. See, that's Breezy's pretty good in there. You know what? I think Izzy. Priorities. She does the scientific research, but searching debris. We'll move up there for right now. Craft can go down. Alright, so she should take off. Good. And this will get us some of the stuff. And this is the thing that I'm starting to find out, is that just because they have a certain set order, you don't necessarily have to take it off the automatically assigned tasks. You can go into your priorities and start adjusting them as what are the priorities right now. So right now, the biggest thing we need is the scraps. We got to make 3 of these if we want to survive, because these clubs, 3 damage, or 3 attack speed, 1 range, 60 accuracy, 15 damage. This does 12, but the range is 8 compared to 1. Accuracy is a little bit better as well. So even though the damage is better on this, you could probably get 2 or 3 hits in before the mob even gets close enough to be able to hit you. And that's the thing I'm relying on. See, even this is 10. We could do these off the hop without actually using the scraps. So, you know, it's kind of a trade-off, I guess you could say. One other thing we could do is start making some of these salads too, because I believe our food, we're not low yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So we're going to let this kind of run through. Hopefully this will be one of the better ones that's going to help us here. Breezy is actually taking over some of the research instead of Izzy. And you can see here, like, our research, we're already up to 91. So we can get into the woodworking and the first aid. So first aid is the first thing I'm going to do. You need a lot more medicine and a whole shitload of science. It gives you the paramedic kit, the doctor's bag, and some. You can actually make your own medicine, which is pretty cool. We can't get into anything that has any medicine, but there's certain things that you can actually get into here. Do the occult research, so you need to put one of those circles around. And then the other thing is you can do more with the cooking thing, so it unlocks a wheat farm, stove, and that kind of stuff. Right now, that's not what we're worried about. We are worried about defense. We need to worry about things. The crossbow would be one. Can dent the toughest demon hide is something that we could look into getting as well. So we're almost at that point there. You can see we move up pretty quick. So it won't be too long before we actually get into there. And we can also make these here. Used in combat to restore health. I don't know how these work. I had six of them in the last one, and everybody died. So that wasn't a cool thing, man. It wasn't cool at all. We're starting to get that, so let's do, we need 40. So that's 40, and we're probably going to need more wood too. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we have all that. But at least that's going to be a thing. She's searching and getting more and more stuff. Breezy's making all the arrows, which is awesome. Once she's done with that, what I'm going to do... See, Breezy takes over on the farming, so with Breezy, what I can do is go into her priorities, and she has chopped trees. So see, farming and chopping trees. If we put this up here before doing scientific research, because right now we're not doing bad on research, we can probably get into the crossbow. Almost. So now she will make it more of a priority to be chopping trees down, rather than going in to do the research. So once she does the farming, you'll see she'll run over and start cutting down some trees. So that'll give us the wood that we need. We're getting the stone that we need. And in all honesty, the stone, we've got 52 stones right now. Let's change Chill's tasks. We want him to not so much chop our quarry anymore. We'd like him to chop trees. Actually, we'll put that below there because we do. And see, this stuff here, rituals and the occult research, we're going to put down the bottom right now. because we're not anywhere near that. So I'd like him to look into the other things first. Training as well. We don't have anything to train, and I should do this with everybody. So, you know, first thing, if we do put in to get water, he'll go do that as well. Building, we're not doing any, so... And this is how you can get things to be a little bit better organized. We're on day 3 already, right? So the thing that we have to be worried about is when we get into these things here. See, we got lots of scraps now. So what we can do with... who the hell is it? I think it's Izzy. And her priority is searching the debris. We can move this down now. So now she'll mine, quarry, and chop trees before she searches the debris. And we can go back into the crafting menu, and we can make ourselves 2 of these bad boys. As soon as we get a little bit more wood, we'll be able to make 3, and then we'll have to make some more arrows, because I believe we're going to have ammo in order to make these. I don't know whether or not if we need more. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens when they go to build them. But I believe so. Izzy's doing research again, which is good. Breezy is making us the bows. See, these clubs, even though they're not clubs, so we need to scavenge a nearby location. Okay, food is running low. That is another thing. Our base inventory, see, we're at 23. We have 10 salads, which is good, and the 40 arrows. So now we're going to go back into the crafting, and we're going to build another one of these bad boys. With these here, I do want to make a couple of these, just in case. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or not, but because I couldn't see any button to be able to get the health back up or to be able to use them. But I do want to make them anyways, just in case I do find out how to do that. And I think the next thing we should do here is probably go get some water, and let's make the food. So, alright, so that'll give us the stuff. Someone being chased by creatures near our colony. Okay, so this is a great opportunity for us to be able to send out someone. We have the extra bow, so now you can see Izzy, she'll get one. Breezy, she'll get one. Chills. Oh shit. Okay, we need this to be built. So who's on crafting? Chills. What's your priorities, dude? What's your priorities? Right there. Who else? Damn it. Because I don't want to miss out on this. Okay. So we have one minor demon and one imp. I'm going to send out the rescue now with the 2 ladies that have the weapons. She's got a little bit of extra combat, so that's cool. We're going to send out these 2 ladies since they have the weapons. Chills doesn't have his, but I don't want to miss out on this because this is a good opportunity for us to be able to recruit one more person. And I think this is what the deal is that we need to be able to have things like this so that we can actually see. Are they... Do I not do this? I don't get what's happening here. So what the hell happened there? Okay, that was messed up. That was really messed up. I don't know what happened there. We had a great opportunity too with having as much as we did. Okay, let's try this again. He might join our colony. Okay, so we've got it paused. Stranger, yep, right here. There they are. So if I go here first, do that. We're going to send Izzy and Breezy. Send them out. Let's see what happens here, and hopefully we'll be able to get the cutscene, I guess you could call it. Okay, good. This is what we're looking for, because we have the two ladies that have the ranged weapons. We should be able to kill these two off, and hopefully this other person will join us. This will make the process go a lot faster for us to be able to, number one, gather resources, and number two, be able to get more defense up, as well as when we go out to attack things, we're not going to have a fourth person to be able to help us with battle, so that we can move people in and out as we see fit. So now let's see, we got this area. We kind of came in on the middle. Let's get both ladies. Okay, I don't see anything around there. Nothing up there. I don't want to go too far because we know what happens when you do that. Doesn't seem to be anything there. Okay, I'll head down this way. And this will give us the opportunity, like what we've been missing out on in the previous attempts, is that we aren't actually making the proper things to be able to survive. We're not thriving. You know, we're barely surviving as it is right there. So now this gives us the opportunity to gather more people, gather more resources, do things that are going to be better for us as a whole, rather than just kind of going, look at me, like that one time there that I had 1,000 food and all that kind of stuff. It was like there was no point to having all that. No, we want to attack the imp, I think. Yeah, well, it's closer. Ooh, missed. Okay, now get the minor demon. I don't know where the hell the dude is. Izzy's taking a bit of damage. Now see, what we can do is we can go, hey, Izzy, I want you to move back here, and I want you to attack. So that way, see, it won't be Breezy that will take the damage, so we could do stuff like that there. Oh, I got an achievement, helping the needy. So this is the kind of things that we need to be able to do in order to further ourselves. So now we're coming back to our base camp. I guess we'll find out when we get there if we've actually got someone else with us. Go back to the base view. So who do we have? We have Breezy, Izzy, Chills should be over there getting water. What a douchebag. You're telling me that ass didn't come back? Oh, wait. Bobby! Alright, we're renaming Bobby. Bobby's gonna be sausage. I know it's a girl, but shut up. Alright, so Sausage is just kind of chilling out there by himself doing whatever the hell it is he's doing. And now, actually, before we even unpause, let's just take a peek at the... he's a meat lover. How fitting is that? I never even saw that. Needs occult research is going way down to the bottom. Farming and training can go down to the bottom as well. Well, maybe not that far. Rituals, you're going to go down to the bottom as well. And let's see. Chopping trees, farming, mining quarry, searching, and I think that should be pretty good. So this should get everybody going. So now we have 4 people. So this is where things are going to get a little bit different for us. Let me also just take a peek at everybody's inventory. I want to make sure our water is going up. Our food's still staying pretty good. The bread is getting low, but that's why we have the farms. The research side of things, we were looking into... See, we got quite a bit now, 136. Was the crossbows. So we need the 5 boards, but in order to get the boards, we have to do woodworking. So woodworking is the next one, which we can get into the brick making as well, which can be made from stone and clay. I don't know how beneficial this is right now, early game. Maybe later on that would be something good to get into, but right now I think the best thing that we could do is build the sawmill. So that's what we're going to be looking at getting into as well. We need someone to continue looking at scraps, which I believe Sausage is looking into right there. Let me take a peek here. 75. I want to get that up to around 100. And then what we should also do is make the rest of those. So who's there? Okay, you know what? Is it Breezy, is it? Yeah, Breezy. Okay, again. Occult research, rituals, training. Don't need to be that far up. Right now, I want you to move this stuff up. Because the scientific research, we're doing pretty good on that right now. We got 130, so I think we can stop on the research for a little bit. And I think this is where I'm going to call the episode 2. You can see now we're making a little bit better progress, and the game is getting not easier, but it's better to understand now how we're approaching this. Because at first it was like, okay, we need to get all the stuff, right? Which was like we had the 2 buildings and 4 farms and all this other shit that really didn't matter. And we weren't thinking the whole process through. Second time through, it was like, I'm going to be super OP. I'm going to have all the food and water in the world. Doesn't matter. We didn't have any weapons to protect ourselves. So now, first thing was we needed to get weapons. And speaking of that, we need to be able to make more. So that'd probably be the first thing we're going to do in the next episode. There, I need 40 more of those because that will help us to make the next bow, which we're going to give the Sausage, because we want everybody to have weapons. It's got to be the first thing. The armor we can't get into or anything like that yet, but now that we have a better understanding, guys, I think we can progress through this a lot better than we did the last time. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and if you are, make sure you show us some love and drop a like. And if you also want to see videos like this from other series, be sure to hit the sub button too. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.